I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. First of all, let me tell you about the Libertarian Party. The Libertarian Party wants people to answer questions straight. Maybe that's why we failed for 39 years. Republicans and Democrats don't answer questions straight because they know it turns people off when you give an answer they don't want to hear, so they talk around it and people vote for it. Did it ever occur to you that's the right way to do it? Does anybody get that? I'm trying to change our culture so that we support the same things Ernie does, but we do it in a way that gets us elected. Barack Obama is without a question a Marxist, but he didn't campaign as a Marxist. If he had said, I'm going to take America and I'm going to make it a communist country, and I'm going to take over banking, and I'm going to take over Wall Street, and I'm going to take over the auto firms, and I'm going to put out of business all college loans and have the government take it over, does anyone think he would have won? Raise your hands. No! He stood in front of you and said, I'm a uniter, not a divider, and I'm very moderate in my views. And they elected him president. You gotta moderate what you say so you don't scare people. So to answer Tom's question, because you want a direct answer, I support only things that will make us a bigger tent party. I support endorsing Republicans and Democrats if they come to you and it's the right opportunity and they're willing to be libertarian. I support scaring the bejesus out of both parties in any way we can. Guerrilla marketing, go after them, run people against them, occasionally endorse them, confuse them. Do anything you have to make yourself a power and get a seat at the table. The Conservative Party to this day is the most successful third party on the state level in the United States of America, and I'm proud to say I was there from the first day and I helped elect some really, really good candidates. So my point to you is anything that brings up the tent and makes it bigger and makes the Tea Party people like us is what we need to do. And the last thing I'll say is I just wanted to answer something Ernie said. Ernie mentioned Ron Paul. I love Ron Paul. On my radio show, which is in New York, LA, and Chicago, I've interviewed Ron Paul 4 times. He loves me. We get along like 2 sons, okay? Father, son. But here's the deal. As the media said, I'm Ron Paul on steroids. Okay? You need a bigger-than-life personality with a lot of energy. 25 years from now, I'll still be younger than Ron Paul is today. That's what you need to go after young people. Someone who is relatively young, who is hip, who understands gambling and all the things young people like to do in their dorm rooms. I am that guy. That's what we need. We need Ron Paul on steroids with energy and passion and who is able to entertain the American public. And in the entire United States, the only libertarian who gets on TV more than me is Ron Paul. That's it. That's the only one. We're both doing something right.
Ernie, could you answer, please? Registration fees, conflict of interest rules.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
There was a question that Wayne and I both got from the Kansas State Party that asked that. He goes, do you think libertarianism should move towards the middle? You know, and claim those votes. We have all that. I go, and my first thought was, I'm going, and how I answered, I go, if libertarians move towards the middle, how the hell do we make the middle libertarian? You need to set a standard. This is the standard. Everybody's so worried about who gets credit for us being free. You're confusing me with someone that cares. I just want to be free. If Republicans and Democrats get the credit, cool, I don't care. 1994, we did an initiative in Arizona for unrestricted concealed carry. Man, we'd just be real buttheads about no compromise. They do a permit system. We did a referendum against it immediately. We were asking the government for permission to defend against the man. I mean, you know, what kind of crap is that? So we hammered on it, 15 years. We'd never compromised. Nope, 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 nope. Just a couple of weeks ago, Arizona is now the 3rd state in the nation that has no permit system for carrying concealed. It was a change in culture. It was a change in the way people thought about it. Who took credit for it? The Republicans with their chest out, oh, saying how libertarian they are, okay? But you know, the thing that I know on this question is, of course you're welcome to join us. You're just not welcome to change us. Libertarianism needs to be well defined. In fact, it already is, and this is kind of my point. We go to St. Louis. The Libertarian Party is going to be determined to be libertarian by the people that are already libertarian out there. There are more libertarians outside of the Libertarian Party than are inside. And you go moderate on them, they're not going to come back in. Most of the passion, the action, the money, heck, I've spent $18,000 just in flying around the country, okay? There's plenty of money coming in. That's just not a big thing I make a big deal about. But I'm telling you, there's enormous kind of support for libertarianism? Where do you think the money came for all of the work that we did on Freedom's Phoenix and my radio show and the sponsorship and the Ron Paul Evolution was a couple of dollars, okay? This is enormous. Millions, tens of millions, if not maybe hundreds, that are begging to come into the Libertarian Party. But it has to be libertarian or it will die. Because there will be somebody else, something else, that is going to be outside the Libertarian Party being libertarian. Do you think the party owns this name? It doesn't. And the young people already know it.
Yeah. I realize that Wayne and Ernie, you have a fundamental difference with the metaphor. Wayne says, I don't want to see the table. How do you reconcile this? I mean,
Don't have a vote, say
You're missing a point here. You're missing a point here, though. Nobody, including me, wants to win in St. Louis and chase people out. I have no interest in chasing them out. If you can get notice on the left, go get it. But I'm the guy who's been on MSNBC and CNN in the last couple of weeks. They didn't invite any of my opponents who all claim they're much more left libertarian than me. They invited me. I've now become, like it or not, the unofficial national spokesman of the Libertarian Party. When people think of libertarian, they think of Ron Paul or Wayne Root on national TV and on national radio. Ernie says, hey, no big deal to be on Fox News. That's easy to say when you've never been on Fox News. But when you're on Fox News 50 times in a year, that is making such progress for this party that my chest and heart burst with pride. My God, you know how hard it is to get a libertarian on Fox News? And to win them over and they want you back all the time? I not only told you I'm on tomorrow and Wednesday, but 2 weeks from tomorrow, I'm on Fox News with my daughter to give our amazing story, Homeschool to Harvard. Ladies and gentlemen, drug issues don't win over independence, and attacking Israel doesn't win over independence, and gay marriage doesn't win over independence, even though I'm with you on every issue. What wins them over is when you tell them school choice. And the answer to every single problem, according to a libertarian, is freedom and choice and personal responsibility and individuality. And what sums it up? Not sticking a heroin needle in your arm. A little girl who went to Harvard when she's been homeschooled. Do you know what a miracle and a model that is for this party? My daughter, in her whole life, at 18 years old, has never been in a classroom. The first classroom of her life will be inside the greatest college in the world, Harvard, the hardest one to get into in the world. That is a model that libertarians the country over need to beam with pride and scream about and say, there's the proof that teachers' unions are the problem, and that parental freedom is the answer, and school choice is the answer, and competition is the answer, and firing bad teachers and rewarding good teachers is the answer, and making sure that people get to use their own property tax money to pay for private school, parochial school, charter school, or homeschooling. Those are answers that everyone in America, majority, agrees with. And the minute you bring up other issues, you divide, you divide, you divide, you divide. I'm bringing up Tea Party issues that everybody agrees on universally in this country, and I'm a policy wonk. I've seen all the studies. We're on the winning side of every one of those issues, and I'm going to keep staying on them. Stay on message. Smaller government is the message. Limited government. Thank you.
All right, let's take something else for Ernie.
Oh, you kidding me? You know, the one thing that I think it's admirable, you know, what's happened with his daughter. I think that's a great story. And when your family came at the '08 convention, your daughter gave a speech. I wasn't there. I didn't hear it, but I heard about it. You know, so I think Donna, you're very impressed with it.
She's much better than me.
So that's what she said. Anyway, the one thing that, you know, I want to make sure that you understand when you say how hard it is to get a libertarian on Fox and everything, and I'm going, yeah, be libertarian on Fox.
What's not libertarian about
It's
believing
going.
in economic freedom?
I am so concerned that Wayne is going to do exactly what he claims he's going to do. He is going to be the face of the Libertarian Party. He is going to be the person that determines libertarian philosophy. This is it.